Inkling to some degree, whether or not it's the most recent iteration or specifically offline Inkling as well. They have played. He's aware of at least the general approach that might be taken. So it gives we see Space actually pulling out the Joker for this one here.
So I've actually spoken with Space a little bit, and he's not confident in his Inkling versus Leffen. He felt like he played some friendlies with him today, and he just did not feel comfortable going Inkling. That is why the Joker is coming out immediately. Of course, this is Space's go-to secondary right here, and Arsene is already coming out. No percentage on Leffen though, and that's a big boon for Leffen. That's going to allow him to strike back just a little bit more, because he doesn't have as much risk at this 20%, on Ivysaur.
Yeah. His back air again, just walling out as we've seen so well. Back air coming
Here
out
comes
as well.
the offstage pressure. Space just going for the down guns, not connecting actually. But that Arsene did even up the game. And here's Charizard. The up smash barely whiffing. Nice spacing by Space.
Forward air is going to be enough from the other side of the stage. It's a strong move. But yeah, here we go. The lower percentages. Squirtle are going to be looking to push that advantage, get as many hits as possible.
But Space having none of it, just immediately answering with the dash attack, approaching through the water gun.
Yeah, immediately with that nair into double forward air.
And here's the grab. That's a lot of damage for Leffen. Look at that, 72 on Space. This is his second Arsene. He hasn't even taken a stock yet. There it is.
The Tetrakarn, very powerful. We've seen it before. We'll see it again.
Killing Ivysaur, and Charizard gets switched out, obviously, into Squirtle. A great character at dealing with Arsene if he is at the lower percentages.
Yeah, indeed. Definitely need to get in that face and punish. Getting those grabs as well is kind of helpful. Rack the percentage up against Arsene. Get rid of that gauge.
Look at that. Space going high to avoid the ledge trap, but Leffen is just immediately chasing it down. There's your Charizard. There's the landing mix-up. There was the empty hop forward smash as well. Space so quick with it though. There's the Iha into the nair. Good pressure by Space. Another one of those empty landing up smashes, and Leffen, he's looking for it, but he's not finding it.
Good stuff right now. Oh, very close. That shield comes out, but then an up smash to counter immediately.
Hop up smash, the name of the game for Leffen. At those close ranges, he will not throw out the unsafe aerials. He will go for the up smashes.
You see Leffen just so keenly aware of the movement options, and these tech chases.
And here's Arsene. He needs to get the KO with Arsene and then live long enough to get another one. He needs 2 Arsene. So this is a very critical moment in the game. A very critical moment. Will Space be able to find the pressure? There's the reflect. Very smart to break the zone. But Leffen can just hang out. He can hang out down there. Switch as well to stall even more. Here's Squirtle. Here's the parry. There's the KO. And Arsene is taking his leave. And now it's all up to Space. Can he find the Rebel's Guard read that he needs to get the second iteration of Arsene on deck?
That's definitely going to be important for him. He's going to do his best. Obviously, you can't just rely on that. Of course, it's a bit too obvious. Still, you can do things. There's a drag down. But the Pokemon change immediately.
He reversed the up tilt, and that was so crucial. Leffen missing the jab lock. That is not a good look in this scenario. Space is still breathing.
Goes to the down tilt just to catch that approach from Leffen, but there.
And the punish with the forward smash, bad DI by Leffen. He's off stage. Space, he's hunting. But Leffen makes it back. There's the back air.
Yeah, looking really nice. Not going to KO just yet, but
he was ready for a Flare Blitz recovery. There's the grab, the up throw, the back throw instead. There's Arsene, the second Arsene we were talking about. The prophecy came true. And there it is!
Immediately, only one hit with that one, just about surviving. Goes for the Aegon. That's going to be that one as well. Aegon is a powerful move, sends you straight up. It does get KOs, as you saw. Game 1 going to Space. Leffen coming out of the blocks really fast and getting a solid lead, but Space is keeping that composure throughout and, mixing up a lot of his game plan and, as you say, stalling out enough to get Arsene back into play. It's such a huge part of this matchup.
And I mean, we have to stress how well Space played that matchup without Arsene. He back aired Charizard at 120 and Charizard almost died.
Yeah.
That is how strong the pressure was. That is how strong the vanilla Joker pressure was. And you need to be that good with a character like Joker to just keep up with that.
Yeah.
Because if he played defensively, he would not have gotten that Arsene. Leffen would have run over him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the game plan, just on a strategy level, that Space is implementing is just really good. Really, really good.
Okay, we're going to Yoshi's story then for game 2. Space has that first game in hand. 2 more and he's back in grands against Mr. R.
There's the Whirlpool loop into the Nair. Good damage into another Nair. And a Space using that air dodge to make it back to the ledge. Hasn't gotten a single hit yet. And there's Arsene. This is looking like a repeat of game 1.
So especially that very, very first few moments. There's the down air trying to land, but gets punished for it. The back air comes out.
Only 8% though. That's not a big hit. Squirtle is one of the best characters at countering Arsene if he's at those lower percentage. It's only when he starts reaching that 70-80% that you really start clenching your behind. There's Ivysaur with the answer. You cannot get the up air juggles on Joker when the down guns come out, and that's a big boon for Joker in this matchup. Of course, Razor Leaves are very easy to Rebels guard as well. So all in all, not a matchup Leffen wants to stick to. Here's the Flare Blitz. There's
Amazing.
the punish.
Yeah. Very, very simple stuff. Gets that neutral air to push back, and then just a simple down smash at the ledge will cover that Flare Blitz. First stock going over to Space.
And Leffen playing extremely well, but that one Arsene was enough to get the win on a first stock for Space. The down tilt not gonna get punished right here. Leffen a little bit too hyper-focused on the up smash out of shield, and Space, he knows what he has to deal with here. Gets the grab into the up throw, into the up air, into the forward air as well. Great damage output right here for Vanilla Joker.
Yeah, that was the same setup twice, and it worked out both times for him. Big percentage lead right now. Goes for the knockaway. Tries to get the grappling hook if possible. Doesn't get anything from that.
Get up attack.
Yeah.
Rare option right there, but it's working out for that very reason. Leffen still hyper-focused on the up smash, but it works this time around. It is a mix-up. It is 2 hits. It is extremely safe when you compare it to the range, kill power, and damage that it provides. Here's Joker versus Squirtle, the worst of the 3 for Space so far.
Back here again, landing, looking for another stock. Ivysaur comes out.
Down tilt, tries to get the 2-frame. Leffen going all the way to Charizard, tries to keep the stock alive, fighting back at the big hitboxes, but here's Arsene.
Yeah, Arsene's out again once more. The down guns coming out, and there's a back hit. Gonna take that stock again. 2 stocks to 1. 1 game to Space, looking like he's got quite a solid lead here. As you see Leffen take a deep breath there as he goes into his last stock of this game. He needs to just focus, calm down, and control the space as best as he can. Utilize that low percent combo game that Squirtle has to get rid of Arsene quickly.
There are those big combos. The grappling hook as well, 73% on Ivysaur. Who says that Vanilla Joker is not strong? There it is, the Gimp. Space went all the way. Leffen, is there still no edge guarding in Ultimate? Because that was an edge guard.
That was really, really solid. Yeah, great stuff from him. Just trying to always be in that face and getting the necessary hits he required. He did go a little bit too far for him to even get enough recovery, but the fly came through to save him anyway. If he didn't get the actual Gimp, he'd still be in the game. So, great option just to go that deep. And that's the thing, pressure at all points.
He had the downwards guns, and then just followed Leffen all the way into the blast zone with the down air. At a certain point, Leffen was forced to take a defensive maneuver to avoid the down air. That's when the switch came out, and Charizard is just not good enough. Ivysaur would have made it, but if he stuck to Ivysaur, he would have gotten down aired. It was a
lose-lose scenario.
A catch-22, exactly.
Yeah.
A catch-22. There was no option for Leffen. Space just playing it extremely well, and it was just a game of chicken, right? If Space had down aired earlier, Leffen would have recovered. If Leffen had recovered earlier, he would have, he would have recovered as well. So at the end of the day, it's just a game of chicken, and Space won.
Yeah. Okay, so game 3 now, a little bit different here as there's a bit more trading back and forth between these two. Good start from Space to get out of this one as Leffen is looking.
It's already looking a lot better for Space than the previous 2 games. 50% on Squirtle, and here comes Arsene. There he is, downwards guns. Gets countered by the water gun. I like the option by Leffen, just controlling the horizontal space with the water gun. Very smart. Here's the jab block. Big break for Big Leff.
I really, really like that kind of thing as well, because you can see those jabs just can slowly moving them. So you have to get so much distance from that jab block specifically. It's not just like a 1-2 in place. It pushes so far forward, and that's allowing these KOs to come out at even lower percentages.
Definitely Bowie. And that's a big break for Leffen. That is 1 stock without any Arsene influence. You have to wonder, will Leffen switch to Ivysaur? This is a scary percentage for Squirtle.
Just pushing back there again, getting those hits there. There comes the Ivysaur, as you were mentioning.
Tetracorn not gonna do much. Is it Makara Corn when you reflect the projectile?
It's the counter's Tetra and the reflector is Makara.
Yep. So
using once again the Pokemon Switch and just knowing where it's going to be to get that punish afterwards. It is very quick to be invincible, but you can punish it after.
Exactly, and Space is very experienced first Pokemon trainer. He knows how to get the character, but he does not. He did not see that forward smash coming, and just like that, Leffen taking a big lead.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people kind of get. I mean, there are the amount of times I've seen Leffen get a KO with F smash at the ledge, and someone just neutral gets up into it. They're just trying to get the
thing is that forward smash just covers so many options. You can angle it down, hit people hanging on a ledge. You can angle it up, hit people jumping. So it's basically a one move covers all kind of scenario.
Fantastic.
And the normal getup is only one frame of active, so if your opponent is going to mess it up, they're going to mess up the normal getup.
Sure.
So there's the back air.
Is going to be enough,
early KO.
75.2%, and we have half a gauge of Arsene left as well. So, you know, this is not insurmountable. It's a good amount that he can get back. You know, Space, well, try and get past this wall, land an Aegon on if possible, because that is about 18% worth of tick damage.
Did you see the reaction by Space to back her out of shield there when Leffen was going for a full hop? Full hops are amazing in this game because you basically ignore horizontal spacing, but when your opponent has reactions that Space does, you don't get to full hop.
Yeah, run off back air is going to trade between these two, looking very close. We've got the lead once more.
No jump for Leffen. He goes to Charizard to get a jump back. Very smart recovery.
The parry on the back air. That's a big, bold statement to make there. This is looking very good for Snake right now. There's a Nair going to be the back throw, going to get him off stage. Looking for that back air once more. The A-half just above it, the forward air. 2-1. Leffen's in the game.
Very well done by Leffen, but Space clawing his way back, making that game lost hit. At the end of the day, he was still sitting on that vanilla Joker, right? No Arsene, and a lot less fret for Leffen. And when Leffen is less threatened, he can really throw out those big boy hitboxes like he did right there.
Yeah,
and it worked out in his favor magnificently. Very good adaptations by Leffen, especially that early KO that he got on the first game, the first stock.
Yeah. So, 2-1. Game 4 we're going into now. Can Leffen make the big comeback all the way to, well, 2-all game 5? He's,
It's definitely not an easy task. Leffen is one of the best for a reason.
Yes. You know, Space is, putting a lot on the table to be able to get these games, and Leffen is putting us just as much on the table to fight back.
Yes. Both of these players are putting everything on the line. Let's get into the next game. Game number 4, Leffen versus Space. We got Joker versus Pokemon Trainer.
Yet again, the Netherlands versus Sweden here at DreamHack Winter 2019. This is, we're so close to our grand finale. It's going to be exciting. There's the double back air once more.
No jump for Space. But he makes it back. Leffen almost getting a critical gimp in the first 10 seconds of the match.
Now, this is more like game 1 and 2, but we know how those ones ended up, so...
It's all about the Arsene. It's not about the percentage. Right now is Space's best moment. He just get 2 framed by the down tilt into the down air.
There it is. 1-2 combo. We like a double dip. So much work there, getting those tilts in. Once again, he gets a grab. That's a great start from Leffen, coming out so strong at the beginning.
And that's what we were talking about, man. You need to get rid of the Arsene. Arsene is the problem, and now Space is going to get practically his first Arsene, and he's on his second stock. That is a bad look for our Dutch player right here. I wanted to say Dutch hero, but we're at DreamHack.
Yeah.
Leffen is the hero today.
He's the champion that everyone needs and wants.
And there's the down air, an attempted big punish by Space, but it will not result in too much. Does DI the Razor Leaf correctly and gets the break with the side B. Goes off stage, almost gets the ledge trap, just a few pixels off every single time right there.
And Arsene leaves for now. He'll be back in a bit. We've got already a third.
Yep, that's not a kill combo anymore, only at very specific percentages. So very well done by Space, just recognizing that, jumping over the forward smash this time around. He's looking for the KO, looking for the down guns. Good switch by Leffen. He has to side B here, but
so quick.
Yeah. Speed is the name of the game here.
Yeah, just the sheer agility that Joker has is such a big part of his game plan as well. He can just get himself into so many positions so quickly.
That snipe by Leffen was 1 pixel away from ending Space's stock. Very well done by Leffen, but it just barely wasn't enough. The switch is going to dodge the first grappling hook, but the second one will connect. Space going for the 2-frame on the down tilt. Not quite enough. The side B to control the mid-range.
Oh! Big forward smash going to be that one again. TSM Leffen once again has a big lead here. 2 stocks, but, you know, can Space get that second stock back really, really quickly?
If he gets the stock without Arsene, this will be huge. That's set. Arsene is almost coming through. He can get the KO with Arsene and then maybe make something happen in the next stock. This is, like we mentioned previous game, this is critical. There's a jab block. The chase with the dash attack into the forward air. There's no room for Space. Leffen is controlling the game.
Down smash.
Yeah, on the spot dodge.
Beautiful
Does
stuff
not
there.
let himself get grabbed. Leffen waiting just a little bit. Keeps a little bit of invincibility for the pressure still. And there's the AHA.
Yeah, indeed, needs to try and get over those. It's that free damage that comes out. Very, very nice connection there again.
We've seen the damages come out from when Space gets these confirms, when he gets these combos. Look at that, 42, 52, 63 off of 1 interaction. This is Space at his best.
Yeah, but you got to be careful though, because that dragon is powerful, and that back air is not nice indeed. Running up, there's the up smash!
Second hit! Barely enough Space. Not patient enough to block that, and that's the second time we've seen him drop the shield after the first hit.
Absolutely, and in losers finals here we are going once again to game 5. The winner of this final game will join Mr. I in grand finals, have one last shot at that title and those European circuit points. Leffen again 2-0 down, bringing it back from the brink, is looking at the down the barrel of a victory. And Space, who was so confident, so strong at that point, now has to just collect himself one more time, take those deep breaths, compose his gameplay once more, and start mounting an assault on a very, very confident Leffen.
It's all about that Arsene. If he gets Arsene in his stock, it does a lot for him. But Leffen's edge guarding is amazing. Ivysaur's edge guarding is amazing. And it all comes down to those early KOs. Will Space get them or will Leffen get them? We're here to see it. Game number 5, Losers Finals, DreamHack, Winter 2019.
So far, so good again for Leffen, as we've always seen. Just such a strong early combo game, just devastating it, racking up that percent. Just exactly what Squirtle is known for. The withdrawal gets underneath the AHA and gets a big punish too. This is the thing, chipping away, you know, getting out that pickaxe, just tacking away at every part of this wall that is Space.
Here it is, the big boy is in play. 2 hits, 3 hits. Just like that, a lot of damage coming through, but the withdrawal, a great choice of when you're playing versus Arsene. And Leffen once again stalling as much as he can.
But the get-up attack.
Yeah, Charizard's get-up attack, huge, absolutely humongous.
And breaking off that forward smash. But an Aegon is going to come out here, and again, big percentage. I think it's 18%, as I mentioned earlier. That's a lot of percent just for getting one little projectile tacked on.
And that was Leffen putting himself in a tight spot by dropping off the ledge when he didn't have invincibility anymore. Had to land on the stage there, and Space was immediately answering, recognizing the various options at play there, because Leffen not want to re-grab the ledge with Charizard.
Yeah, indeed, gets caught again by the AHA, and then there's the back air coming out. Is enough to take that first stock.
That's huge. No Arsene KO. This is the first one one of the first one, but
an immediate turnaround that resets the Rebellion gauge back down to its new stock amount. And yeah, so far, again, it's just so evenly matched between these two. Again, game 5, 2 stocks, equal percent pretty much.
And that was the horizontal spacing, getting beaten. Leffen going for the full hop to meet Space in the air, getting some good damage, but not as much as you expect from Squirtle. Good mash. Space making it out immediately, but this is that critical moment, the Arsene on deck, but Squirtle getting some good hits. And those good hits will get some of the bar reduced, and that is such a huge boon in this matchup. The switch coming out, very smart by Leffen, does not want to take an early death to Arsene off stage with Squirtle. That light Pokemon, of course.
The neutral air, though, coming through and just preventing that aggression from Space. But here, once again, gets a few hits out, and that's scary stuff for Leffen. But now we do have Arsene gone, so once again, we're resetting back to that, that early part part of the game plan.
Leffen with the cancel and the tether going over when Space was going for the down guns. Very well done. But the double jump gets caught. There's no double jump on Leffen. Space going a little bit too low. Leffen stalling with the up B. So smart, utilizing every trick in the book in this very stock.
Indeed, again, another grab, grapple cancellation there. Gets hit once there, trying to find the A-hard, goes for the up air.
No jumps. No jumps, no air dodge either.
And allows that landing. Space just a little, letting Leffen slip through his fingers there. Had a moment to get a big punish, and Leffen once again mounting it. Back air, gets him off stage, looking for some kind of finish here. Opening the space up. Let's film what it is.
No
There's the grab.
It was a feint, and the forward throw will be enough. That's the privilege. The forward throw, one of the best throws to have as a kill move in the game.
Very, very nice though. You can see just opening up that space to try and just throw out a threat, this ghost forward tilt, and then as you say, getting in close for the grab. Nice stuff. Space looking just to confirm this KO. Nice. There it is, stopping the withdrawal with the back air into the forward smash. Very, very nice awareness to get rid of that armor quickly and punishing.
Double nair into the up B, no up B right there, and now Leffen puts himself into a ledge trap scenario. Here's Arsene, the stall comes out, the switch gets punished, and another one of those withdrawals. Leffen is throwing them out because Space is not punishing them hard enough to be worth to stop.
Yes,
exactly, just like that.
And now we have Space. Arsene is almost gone, getting these hits once again, and he's doing such a great job of just completely neutralizing that threat and that huge element of the game. But that said, Space is still, just playing it just well. Back throw, gonna look scary. Yeah. Oh, here we go. We have the Razor leaves now. There's the back air coming out. That's it, gonna be it. The up smash sends him to the skies, sends him out of the tournament, and Leffen books a place in Grand Finals to have a crack at Mr. R.
The rematch.